Hello Geminis, and welcome back to my channel. This is Awaken Healings with Jess. I'm here to do your mid-month check-in for the month of June. Happy birthday to those of you who are celebrating this week or who recently celebrated. We're in Gemini season until the 21st, so still have a few more birthdays, to celebrate. All right. So before we get started, I would like to invite you all to join me in creating sacred space so that we can connect energetically, clear our hearts and minds, and get ready for all these amazing messages that are going to come through. All right, here we go. All right, thank you. So the month of June is a very exciting month. The energy is very inspiring, it's very uplifting, it's very light and very playful, which is exactly what we need given, many of us have been through. We've all have ended major karmic cycles. A lot of those timelines have collapsed. We're starting new cycles now, which I hope that many of you are already in, because that's exciting. So out with the old, in with the new. And it's just a great time because we have the full moon on the 17th. It's going to be the full moon in Sagittarius, which is all about expansion. So expanding ourselves, meaning that we're growing, up leveling, and we've outgrown our old shells. So even if we wanted to go back to the past, we can't. We've outgrown it. It's not going to serve us. So it's all about forward thinking, forward momentum, expansion. All right. So I'm really excited about that. We've got the solstice happening on the 21st. We go into Cancer on the 21st as well. And we have the solar eclipse in July on the 2nd. So big things are happening. All right. So I just pulled 3 cards for you all. This is the Oracle of the Moon Goddess deck. These are your theme cards for the next couple of weeks. Nourishment. Yeah. It's all about self-care, taking care of yourself, doing your check-ins with you. Are you aligned with your goals, hopes, and dreams? You set out you wrote things out, you set your intentions, and the month of June is a great time to do that check-in. It's the middle of the calendar year, 6th month of the 12-month cycle. It's a great midpoint just to be like, all right, where am I? Am I happy with the progress? And how am I doing with all this progress? How am I doing with all this change and up-leveling that's happening? So stay hydrated, eat healthy foods, get enough sleep, exercise, all that good stuff. Nourishment, you definitely need it for yourselves right now. Setting boundaries. Yeah, so perhaps this is maybe boundaries within yourself, right? It's reversed, so usually reversals pertain to what we're working on internally. So maybe within this up-leveling, within this new cycle, you're redefining, who you are and what you're going to put up with and what you're no longer going to put up with. You'd be like, you know what, been there, done that, not putting up with that crap any longer. So I think that's what this is. It's setting personal boundaries within yourself and also redefining your boundaries with your friends, family, and lovers. Okay? Sovereignty. I love this card. She is the Queen of the Moon. However, she's coming in reversed. So I feel like for you, Gemini, a couple things. Maybe some of you are feeling out of sorts, that you're feeling out of your power center. So this could be a card to remind you to get into alignment and really rediscover your strengths, your gifts, and really take stock of your value, your self-worth. I also get the sense that some of you are doing that from an internal, private, personal point of view. I think that you're working on yourselves to align yourself spiritually, and it's spiritual work, right? This isn't something that's going to be shown externally right now. It's your assessing who you are now, what you just went through, what the lessons were, and you're taking stock of the resources you currently have in your life to support your new life, your new hopes, goals, and dreams. Okay? But you are stepping into that queen power. You are aligning yourself to be the ruler of your world, right? So this is good stuff. We're off to a good start, Geminis. I love it. So I'm going to do something new for you all. This is the new deck. This is the Mystic Dreamer Tarot. And I'm going to be doing a Celtic cross spread. So it's going to take me a moment to set out the cards, because we do need them. But like I said, while I'm shuffling, we can kind of talk about the astrology a little bit. But full moon, full moon is happening on the 17th, so coming up here shortly. It's full moon in Sagittarius. It's all about expansion, personal growth, and really getting excited about what's to come, what's in store. Because it is fire energy, right? Fire energy is all about inspiration, motivation, creative energy. So that's exactly the type of energy that we need to move us through this next phase. The month of June is all about ourselves. We're still looking at ourselves and aligning ourselves with our truths, with our goals, so that way we can manifest. We can manifest our hopes and dreams that we wrote down and declared to the universe back in January. But we have to get crystal clear with our intentions. We have to get into alignment with what we want. And the month of June is definitely a great time to do that. We start Cancer season on the 21st, so that'll be a great time to check in with yourselves emotionally and spiritually. Your intuition will be heightened, and you'll start to receive psychic downloads and understand, you'll have more clarity of situations. Right now, things be a bit murky just because things are forming. They're coming into alignment. We just did a major purge, a major cleanse, and we ended a big cycle. We've got new things coming in, so there is a transition in energy. So it can create a bit of chaos and a bit of confusion. But after the eclipse, on the 2nd, after that, many of us are going to start to understand with clear minds the purpose of the endings, the purpose of the releases. And we'll see with a clearer mind what happened needed to happen and how it's in alignment for ourselves, right? So got everything out. Okay, bottom of the deck is the Chariot reversed. This is Cancer energy as well. So Cancers, sorry about that, Cancers. Had a phone call that came through in the middle of this recording, but as I was saying, this is the Chariot, the Sun card, Major Arcana card. This is the Cancer card. It's reversed, so I do get the sense, Cancers, that maybe some of you are out of your power source, which is what we saw in your theme cards. So I feel like, with the start of this new cycle, the transition, you're in a state of transition, and it has you a little bit thrown off, a little bit off balance. You're maybe feeling confusion, anxiety, stress. Maybe you're doubting some of the changes that are happening, but the more you go within, the more you get still, get grounded, and trust the process, you'll feel better with it. And the message is to flow with the changes. But this is coming in reverse for you. This is the Chariot. The Chariot normally talks about moving forward with courage, strength, and motivation. Because it's reversed, it's telling you to take that pause. Slow down that Chariot. Make sure you know where you're going, what direction you're going in. So you don't want those horses to be pulling you and you're like, wait a minute, we're going to go off a cliff. No. No one wants that. So this is at the bottom of the deck. So this is the energy for the overall reading, is take a moment to take stock of who you are now, where you're going, take stock of your resources, and set a good course for you to move forward, okay? So that's bottom of the deck. Let's see what came out for you. Start turning these over. Okay. Yeah. Wow. Okay. You know what? I need to apologize and clarify, because I just realized that this is the reading for Gemini. Sorry, the interruption just threw me off. And the message here is, normally this is the Cancer card. So Geminis, this is not for you. In the sense that saying that you are the Cancer, that you are the Cancer sign. The message is the Chariot. The message is to slow down, to take stock, and to look at what resources you have, where you're going. Okay, you may be dealing with Cancers. Okay, maybe a family member or a lover or a coworker could be in this energy. But the message for you Geminis, I'm so sorry. Okay, I'm so sorry. Just that phone call, the interruption just threw me off. Geminis, you are going through a transition. You are in the middle of you're in a gap period, almost like a trough, you know, and the energy has you thrown off. So I just wanted to clarify that. And again, I sincerely apologize for the mix up and the confusion. But let's get to your reading. Okay, this is for Gemini. So in the center of your reading is the Queen of Swords reversed. This is air energy. And it does go in line with the sovereignty card that we saw in your theme. You're out of alignment, you're out of your power source. Usually when the Queen of Swords comes in, she's bitchy, she's argumentative, she's very much in her head, she's not making clear decisions, she's not using a lot of diplomacy and tact in her communications, she's very cold-hearted, closed off, you know, unemotional. So Gemini, this is the energy of you right now. Crossing that is the Eight of Pentacles. Okay, so feel like you're struggling with, you're conflicted with where you're putting your energy in. The Eight of Pentacles is all about throwing yourself into work, just really fine-tuning your craft. I feel like this is a distraction. I feel like you're throwing yourselves into work or to projects or community service projects as a distraction, so you don't have to deal with life, so you don't have to deal with people in your lives right now. It's just like, you know what? No, can't handle that, can't handle you. Sword is coming down, I'm cutting you off, I'm doing me. And I think you're taking it to an extreme. Okay, and I think you're doing it as a defense mechanism. Below is the Magician. It came in reversed. So you're definitely out of alignment. You're definitely not within your manifestation power. When the Magician comes in reversed, take caution, because he can be the spiritual trickster. He has all the tools that he needs in order to manifest anything he wants. But when it's reversed, when he's out of alignment, it's going to come in the wrong way. You're going to manifest something that you didn't intend to. Maybe a business deal, you know, if you have a vision for what you want it to look like and what you want it to be, and, you know, the mission statement, it may just not work out, you know. Or if you're single and you're trying to manifest a love connection, a relationship, because you're out of sorts with yourself, energetically, you're not communicating clearly with the universe to bring your... And when people, it's because they're vibrating at the same energy level. And if you're vibrating low and you're trying to manifest something that's energetically higher, the universe is going to see where you're at. So if you're down here, they're going to bring you someone who's down here to teach you a lesson, to help you up level, to get you to here. Okay, it's all law of attraction, and it's all energy. So check in with yourself and make sure that, you know, you're not manhandling your timelines, and that you're not hanging on to, you know, attachments out of fear or manipulation. You're not trying to control the situation, and you're not trying to be impulsive and trying to bring things in quicker, because it doesn't work that way. What's going to happen if you are trying to call in a relationship is you're going to bring in someone who's emotionally unavailable, or maybe there's someone who's, you know, has addictions or toxicities that you don't need in your life. And it's going to maybe create a situation of codependency, because that's not love. Sometimes codependency kind of mimics the feelings and sensations of love, but you get stuck into this toxic situation that you don't know how to get out of it. And it's a lesson. Once you break free of all that, that's the lesson. So just be careful, okay, with this Magician card, because it is reversed. So use this time with the next 2 weeks to clear this energy, to clear your blockages, and to really just align yourself with what you really want in this lifetime. Tower is coming up next. And this is a big transition. Whomever this is for, God, you've got the Tower, you've got the Death card, and you've got the Wheel of Fortune. Big change. Big, big, big changes. Huge energy. You've got the Chariot as well. Forward movement. Well, delays actually, so it's reversed. Okay, so Gemini. Big, big, big changes coming your way, which is great, because, you know, let it happen. Let all this happen, because it just means that life is going to be that much sweeter for you on the back end once these transitions happen. Because you have the Tower here, but you also have the Ace of Wands reversed. Okay, Ace of Wands always symbolizes the spark of inspiration, of motivation. It's also the spark of spirituality. Aces represent the potential for new beginnings. Doesn't mean that new beginnings are coming in. They're not crystallizing, but the potential for something new to come in is there. It's delayed because you're out of your alignment, you're out of your power source, okay? So in order to turn those cards upright, allow the changes to happen, allow this tower moment to happen, okay? Crowning your reading is the Page of Pentacles. This could maybe be new love coming in. This could be new financial opportunities, new business opportunities. Maybe you're deciding to go back to school. Maybe you're deciding to take a few extra courses to improve yourself on the job, or to learn new skills that will improve you for, well, maybe prepare you for promotion. But this is about learning. This is about new opportunities, new financial, maybe like a new financial payment, something that's unexpected that's coming through. But it's page energy. So pages are, it's young, it's new, it's not mature energy yet, but it's the possibility of something coming in, something new, okay? So welcome this. I think this will be very, very good for you. I do think that this is part of the transition that you're experiencing. Get in alignment with that, because I feel like if you can align yourself within your career, because you are working a lot. You've got the eight of Pentacles, and this is about you just fine-tuning your craft, just nose to the grindstone, no distractions. I am working. This is what I'm doing. Nothing else matters. Maybe you're birthing a new project, okay? And because you're devoting so much time and energy and blood, sweat, and tears, and maybe money, you know, it's throwing perhaps everything else off balance. So just be mindful and just look for ways to balance and prioritize and center yourself, and make sure that what you're doing is truly in line for your highest good. So this is you, the Death card. You're definitely going through a transition. You've got the Tower and you've got the Death. Your environment is the Wheel of Fortune. Transition, endings, completions, completing cycles. This is fated changes. So no matter what you do or what you say or how you try to manipulate the situation, this is fated, okay? Fated changes are happening. It's almost over, okay? So whatever you're going through with, you know, the personal transformation within you, the Death card, and the Tower moment, which is everything external to you, it's almost over, okay? So take heed in that, you know, and find peace in that, and know that just flow with it, let it happen. It's in divine timing. Hopes and fears is justice. So I think either some of you actually be dealing with a legal matter. Maybe you have something going through the court system right now. There's a lot of work, a lot of Pentacles energy. So maybe this is contractual disputes. Maybe it's a breach of contract. Maybe you went for a job and they didn't offer you everything that you wanted, or maybe they rescinded something, but this is justice. This is about you getting justice or righting a wrong, seeking balance. Maybe some of you are seeking legal counsel on how to proceed in a matter. I'm not getting a lot of relationship energy here. I feel there's a lot of Pentacles here, so I'm feeling that this is work-related, career-related. Maybe for those of you who are starting new businesses, you're seeking legal guidance on how to proceed forward. Maybe you're trademarking yourself. Maybe you're going through the patent process if you're an inventor. But yeah, you're very busy. You're very busy with work. You know, it's the Sword energy, and it has you just really closed off to everything. You are just really focused on this opportunity, okay? Knight of Cups is your outcome card. This is what's coming through. Maybe you received a message of love or a declaration of love, and you're like, not right now. Can't handle it. Can't do it right now. Because when knights come in to bring messages. They come in to move us forward. It's reversed, so I feel like you're closed off to this. I think you're closed off to love, or I think you're closed off to starting a new relationship. But someone came in for you to declare a message of love, and right now it's just not for you. So that's what I'm getting. Okay, so how much time do we have? All right, we're pretty good on time. Okay, so Geminis, I'm going to go ahead and pull from the Pure Love Oracle. Let's just see what comes out. For those of you who are new to the channel, I like to pull a couple of cards for the Divine Masculine and Feminine. And it's just kind of a unique way to check in and to maybe see what the conversations kind of look like between twins and soulmates. Again, this is general, so this isn't going to be for everyone. But we'll see who we're connecting with. All right. Okay. Oh, this is sweet. I love this. And this could be the Knight of Cups that, I think the feminine is probably the Knight of Cups that came in here. So for the masculine, this is masculine's message to his feminine. I love you, but I need more time. And we're seeing that clearly with this Knight of Cups reversed. Just not, the declaration of love came through, but he, in this case, the masculine just is not ready for something like that. And feminine is sharing to her masculine, I think of you as best friend, and I feel that you are moving further away. Yeah. So there is love here in this particular connection. Like I said, in this reading, Geminis, I did not get the sense that this was I didn't get the sense of any relationships here. Like no fighting, no argument, no breakups, no heartaches, none of that. The message is coming through right now for Geminis is you're working very hard to birth a project. You are throwing yourself in your work. And like I said, it could be either you're preparing yourself for promotion or you're starting a new business and you're just really throwing your time, energy, money, and resources into getting that off the ground. You're really in the thick of it. It's nose to the grindstone type energy. Big transitions, because I think what's happening is that this is something that you're pursuing a goal or a dream that's outside of your comfort zone. This is something that I think you really want to do and you really want to pursue. And this is more in alignment with your truth. It's just right now you're very consumed with it. And you're just not quite open to love because you're so busy. So yeah, that's exactly what this message is. You both love each other, you know, there is love here. And I think perhaps this could be someone who is in union with their soulmate or twin. And it's just that the connection may be weakening a bit, there may be distance. And, you know, people are speaking out and saying, you know what, look, hey, what's going on? You're moving further away. You're so distant. I never see you anymore. Is it something I said or did? You know, you keep blowing me off. What's up? And, you know, this person's like, I love you. I just need more time. And it's because of this project that they're birthing, right? So it's either they're in union or they're out of union, but there's still love there. And this is a check-in, you know. I get the sense that this isn't that this is not a separation that's been out of union for a long time. I'm getting the sense maybe a month or two, if you're in separation. I'm getting the sense that those of you who are still in union that are going through this, hang on. I get the sense that those of you who are going through this, who are still in union, that this has been building for months. And I think you knew that it was going to be tough and challenging, but now that you're in the thick of it, I think you're throwing yourselves off kilter. There is love there. I think this person just needs their space to allow themselves to create this business, this opportunity. They're not going anywhere. They're not. They're just busy, okay? So I think that's the message you all needed to hear for those of you that are resonating with that. So I'm going to pull from the Journey of Love Oracle. I'm going to pull a card for the masculine and a card for the feminine. We'll see what comes out, okay? So for the masculine, we have gifts received. I see a lot of green and a lot of yellow colors. So heart chakra, sacral chakra, not sacral, solar plexus chakra. The heart chakra, solar plexus, which is the gut, is the energy center for creativity, motivation, inspiration, and intuition. I feel like your masculine is definitely in an energy space of creation, creating this business, creating this new opportunity for himself. And he's pursuing a goal that he's wanted to do for a very long time. Gifts received. So I feel like this opportunity is definitely a gift. And I think that if he stops now, it will not crystallize and he'll have major regrets about it. I really do. So feminine, if this is resonating with you, and if this is what's going on with your masculine, if they are working night and day, burning the midnight oil, nose to the grindstone, give them the space to do it. Because this is a gift that they've received in order to pursue a goal for themselves. Okay? And if you interfere and muck it up, you're going to destroy the relationship, and you're going to destroy this opportunity for him. Okay? I know it's a little bit specific, but that's what I'm getting. Someone out there needs to hear this, okay? For feminine, you have the Across the Waters card. Yeah. What's interesting, I just noted the numbers. So for the gifts received for your masculines, I think this is a 4 card. 4s usually represent angel numbers, so a gift from the divine. Feminines, this is a 3 card, which reduces to 5. 5s are conflict, challenges, and I feel like you're conflicted. You're telling him, I feel that you're moving further away, and I think of you as best friend. Yeah, you're missing him. You know, you're feeling the friction. You know, the distance, and it's not making you feel good. But you know, this card is about you walking across the waters, and the water to me represents your spirituality, your alignment. So this is saying, get in touch with who you are. Get into alignment with you, with yourselves. Your masculine is doing what he needs to do. He's doing him. You've got to do you, feminines. Okay, this is about you setting up your own timelines and not worrying about how your timelines are going to integrate with his. They're going to integrate at a later date when it's appropriate energetically. Okay, so just know that. But get yourself in alignment first. Okay, that's what's most important, is understanding what you want for yourselves, feminine. What does your new life look like? What does your new cycle look like? Pursue those goals. Pursue the job opportunities. Go for that training, you know? Start a new program for yourself. Maybe it's like taking classes. Maybe it's a fitness class. Maybe it's a dance class. Maybe it's an art class. Something, you know? Just follow your hopes and dreams, and you just do you. And you just know that your masculine is there. He's just working very hard on himself. He's there. He loves you. Give him the space. Be that support system that he needs. Okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull from the Archangel's deck. Okay, but ooh, that one just popped out of my hand. Yeah. Pull from, they really want to talk to you. So the angels have major messages coming through for you all. Yeah. Okay. Oh, I like this. I think, Geminis, you definitely need to hear this. These are definitely the cards for you. So, remember what I was talking about? Setting crystal clear intentions between now and the solar eclipse in July? Boom. Crystal clear intentions. This is from Archangel Michael. Be clear about what you desire and focus upon it with unwavering faith. Yeah. This card came out a lot in the beginning of the month readings, in the new readings. I haven't seen it too much right now in the mid-month, but in the readings, I want to say at least one of the 12 signs received this card. Okay, so Geminis, definitely set crystal clear intentions, what you want. Use these next 2 weeks to get centered, get into alignment, and get excited, because after the solar eclipse, life's going to get good. If it's not already good already, it's going to get a heck of a lot better. So, next up is a message from Archangel Zadkiel. It's a message of clairaudience. Notice the loving guidance you hear inside your mind and from other people. You're divinely guided here, Geminis. Perhaps this is a form of clairaudience for you. But also look around you. You know, listen to the conversations that are happening, because sometimes messages come through that way. Sometimes they come through in various songs on the radio, or, you know, if you're watching movies, sometimes a certain line may be like, oh, it's exactly what I needed to know. That just answered a question, or it just sort of made something click for you. So yeah, all those are examples of clairaudience. And finally, Archangel Michael would like to let you know that you are safe. You are safe. In spite of the death card, the transition, the Wheel of Fortune, the Tower card, you are safe. I am protecting you against lower energies and guarding you, your loved ones, and home. Yeah. I'm glad this came out for you all, because you've got one reading, the Tower, the Death, the Wheel of Fortune. All this is major, major energy of transition, endings, up leveling. And for those of you who are going through this, your world right now, you feel like it is just falling apart and turned upside down. And you may really be struggling with it mentally and emotionally. I recommend you to seek out help if you need it, counseling service, check in with members of your church, religious organizations, family and friends, but seek the help if you need it, because this is very big energy and it could be very, very stressful depending on what's happening in your lives, okay? So just know that the help is there for you and to reach out in case you need it, all right? Okay, Geminis, so I'm going to end it there. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for sharing, liking, and subscribing to this channel. Thank you to all new viewers. You're divinely guided here, and I really hope that the messages resonated with you and that you were able to receive the wisdom, guidance, and inspiration that you needed in order to navigate through some of this tumultuous times, okay? Happy birthday, Geminis. This is very exciting energy that we're going through. And just know that once all this clears, flow with the changes, don't resist. Your life is bright. Your life is full of love and abundance, you know, after all this clears. Future is bright, all right? So take care. I will see you in July for the solstice, not the solstice, for the eclipse. All right, take care. Happy birthdays. Love you all. Bye-bye.